Welcome to Focus Garage. Anders here. We're inside the Audi, and we're going to talk about the Audi today, obviously. You guys been asking us about it on Facebook and YouTube as well, so I wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with it and what's my future plans for the summer for this car, because currently I drive this car during the winter time. This is my winter daily beater, whatever you want to call it. It's not a beat, it is a beater. So first of all, so far this car has about 6,000 miles on it, give or take, since I purchased it. So that was like 3 years ago. I couldn't drive it last winter that much because of coronavirus, and so this fall / winter as well because of the coronavirus, because I'm not commuting to work. So every time I go out to shopping or whatever, I take this car, but it's not seeing a lot of miles because of that. But what happened during that time frame is I blew the radiator. I was just driving, and suddenly it just failed really badly. I have a picture of it, and I'll show you guys how it failed as well. And other than that, small electrical problems and whatnot caused some issues, and I fixed those. And we do have electric steering rack on this car. I got it from a junkyard, and it works. I fabricated it to work, and it works fine. If you guys want to know more about it, I can go in detail on different video. I didn't do instructions on how to do it or take you guys with me because I didn't know what I was gonna get as an end result. So I just tackled it and got it working, and that was it. But I'll show you guys in detail in another video if you guys are interested. The other thing is I upgraded the brakes. It does have some I believe S55. No, I don't think that's a thing. Or S something. I got it from a junkyard. It's AMG brakes. They're Brambos. So they're like kind of mismatched. It does have AMG calipers and pads, but it has Audi S6 rotors. So they are 330 up front and 300 millimeters in the back. They're perfectly fine. It's plenty for this car. I just wanted to do that because my calipers were failing on the rear, and I wanted to my options were either go to a junkyard and get it different set and fabricate it, or buy OEM one from China. So I picked the later one. So I got like really nice Brambos on it, and they're okay. So that's another update that I have done to the car. So far it's going pretty well. It does have oil leak. Eventually I need to take the engine out and replace the oil pan gasket because the previous owner or the mechanic, whoever the clutch on this car, put wrong bolts on the transmission area where the oil pan is, so I cannot remove it without taking it apart. And also upgraded the replaced the drive shaft bearing. That was failing, and I replaced that. That was a really big job. It was awful, but I got it done, and no more clunking or whatever it was making noise before. So the more I drive this car, the more problems are popping up. But I did a compression check on the engine, and my compression tester is not great, but one thing I know is that if the numbers are equal and they're above 100, it was fine. I believe this was like 150 or something like that, 155 or something like that across the board. So that's really good. I didn't do a leak down to see if the valves are okay or not, what valve seals are okay or not, but I did a compression check, and that was good. So what's going to happen to this car during the summertime? Going to pull the engine out, replace the oil pan gasket, and any other gasket that I need to replace. I will replace it outside the car, put it back in, and also replace the fuel injection system on this car. It has a Bosch CIS system, which is awful. That needs to be replaced. So I have all the stuff, the fuel rail, the spacer, and all that stuff, except the ECU and the wiring harness, so I need to get those. I even actually have the coil packs and all that stuff too. So like, only thing I'm missing is the oxygen sensor wideband. I want to put a wideband. That has nothing to do with the system, but that's another thing I want to see, and also the ECU and the wiring harness. So I'll be doing that during the summertime for this car, get it more reliable for the winter. It starts up every time. It does. I left this car not on a charger for a month and a half, and it started right up. So there is no electrical draw so far. Could change anytime. And it starts up right away, but it does not want to idle. Cold idle is very hard on this car. It just keeps dropping down, so I have to keep my foot on the gas pedal to give it a little bit more gas to keep it above 2000 RPM, and then slowly drop it down. So that's one thing. Oh, another thing, I updated the seats. I got another pair of used seats from another 200. However, the heater is not working, so I need to replace the heater pad under the seat and back. So that's like another project that I would have to do during the summertime, because it's really cold here and I don't want to remove the seats and work in the house and scratch my floors. So that has to wait. But so far, car warms up pretty quickly. I don't miss the heated seats, but I kind of do. But I'm not commuting right now, so it's really nice at this point. But next winter when I start commuting, I would definitely need to have the heated seats. So what else have I done to this car that I could talk about? Rear locking diff was not working. I fixed that as well. It was just a button that was corroded, so I fixed that. All the seals need to be replaced on the diff. They're not leaking crazy, but they are leaking, so I need to add more fluid and replace the seals as well. So I could add a little bit more fluid. I checked it. It wasn't that low, so I could add a little bit more later on. I added already. That's what I meant to say. It didn't take much. Anyway, I need to do that as well, so the car, fingers crossed, will be leak free after summertime. But it is an old German car, so probably something will leak. Biggest problem was the power steering, so I eliminated that completely. I'm using electrical power steering now, so I don't have that leak, but I'm sure something else will pop up and start leaking. That's the name of the game on the old German cars. But I really love driving this car. It is really hard to keep it on the street because parts are getting unavailable the more time passes. Like there are no OEM springs or shocks. Maybe shocks are available, but no OEM springs. So I have to, if I want to get springs, it will be a lowering springs. I don't know if I want to do that. Not sure about the right quality. Right now, the right quality is really nice on this car. I like it. It's smooth and soft, rather than the Focus SC that I have, that it's like very harsh. So yeah, that's about it. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a quick update on this car. I know people were asking about it, so you guys know what's going on with it. And I will do a drive-by. I mean, not a drive. I'll do a drive. Take you guys with me as well when I'm going out, and let you guys listen to the 5 cylinders of Fury and enjoy it. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for watching. Kudos to all.